Welcome back to exciting Europe. Venice. It's the city of stone and water, and there is one icon that defines it above all else, the gondola. But let's be real. For most travelers, the idea of booking one is actually pretty stressful. You're asking yourself, how much does it really cost? Is it a tourist trap? Do I need to book in advance? And where on earth do I find the best route that isn't jammed with water taxis? Today, we are demystifying the world's most famous boat ride. I'm going to give you the official prices so you never overpay, show you the secret stations, and share the one budget hack that gets you on a gondola for the price of a coffee. If you want to experience the magic of Venice without the stress of the tourist trap, stick around. We're explaining everything you need to know about the Venetian gondola right now.
Before you even step onto the boat, you need to know the ground rules. One of the biggest mistakes travelers make is trying to haggle. Gondola prices are regulated by the city. That means the price is fixed, and it should be the same whether you're at a busy bridge or a quiet side street. Here is the breakdown at the time of this recording. Daytime rate. From 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., a standard 30-minute tour costs €90. Nighttime rate. From 7 p.m. onwards, the price moves to €110 for a 35-minute tour. Keep in mind, these prices are per boat, not per person. A gondola holds up to 5 passengers, so if you're traveling in a group, it's actually much more affordable than it looks. If you're ever unsure, just look for the official stazio or station. Every single one has the operating hours, duration, and the exact price clearly posted. It's all right there in black and white, so you can book with confidence and focus on the view instead of the math.
One thing you'll notice is that almost every route is designed to give you a taste of both worlds. Typically, your gondolier will take you through the quiet, narrow back alley canals, where you can hear the water lapping against ancient brick walls. But almost all tours will also include a brief, breathtaking stretch along the Grand Canal. If you want those iconic shots of the Rialto Bridge or the Doge's Palace, head to the stations near St. Mark's Square. Just be prepared for a bit of a traffic jam of boats. But if you're looking for something more intimate and romantic, walk 10 minutes away from the crowds. You'll see laundry hanging over the water, locals leaning out of their windows, and a side of Venice that feels frozen in time. At the end of the day, there is no wrong choice. Every route is unique and memorable. It's less about finding the best map and more about the magic of seeing this floating city from the waterline.
Now that you're at the station and ready to board, let's talk about etiquette. First, the music. We've all seen the movies where every gondolier belts out an Italian opera. But in reality, these men and women are expert navigators first. Most of the time, your ride will be peaceful and quiet.
Super!
When it's time to get in, pay attention. Gondolas are long, narrow, and surprisingly tipsy. Always listen to your gondolier's instructions. They'll usually direct you to sit in a specific spot to balance the boat's weight. Step into the center of the boat, keep your weight low, and definitely don't try to jump in. And finally, once you are settled and the boat starts to glide, take 1,000,000 photos. This is a bucket list moment. Whether it's a selfie with the striped poles or a wide shot of a hidden bridge, capturing these memories is an absolute must. Don't be shy. Your gondolier is used to it, and they might even offer to take a photo of your whole group if you ask nicely.
Before we continue, I have a very important warning for your trip. Please be aware that for many days during the high season, you must register your visit on the official Venice Access website. It doesn't matter if you are staying overnight or just visiting for the day. On certain peak days, you need a QR code to enter the city. If you're caught without it, you could face a fine of up to 300 euros. I've made a dedicated video explaining exactly how the Venice Access fee works, so please watch that next to avoid a very expensive mistake. And while you're here, don't forget to explore the rest of our channel. We have everything you need to plan the perfect trip, including airport guides, detailed walkthroughs of both Marco Polo and Treviso, parking tips, exactly where to leave your car safely, our best suggestions for hotels in both Mestre and Venice, in-depth videos of Venice's most famous museums, galleries, and historic churches. Consider exciting Europe your personal guide to Italy. Let's prepare you for your ride from a historical perspective. There are some super interesting details about these boats you shouldn't miss. First, the Ferro. Most people think the metal ornament on the front is just decoration, but it's actually a map of Venice. The S shape represents the Grand Canal. The 6 forward-facing teeth represent the 6 sestieri, districts of Venice, and the 1 tooth facing backward represents the island of Giudecca. These are the islands, Murano, Burano, and Torcello. This is Rialto Bridge, and the top part is shaped like the Doge's hat. Next is the engineering. You might not notice it at first, but every gondola is actually built lopsided. The left side is about 10 inches longer than the right. This clever 16th century engineering counteracts the weight of the gondolier standing on the back, allowing the boat to glide in a straight line with just one oar. As for the gondoliers, becoming one is one of the most exclusive careers in the world. It's often passed down through generations. To get a license, candidates must attend a special school, learn multiple languages, and pass a rigorous exam on history and navigation. There are only about 400 licensed gondoliers in the entire city. It's a true elite club.
And why are they all black? Back in the 1500s, wealthy Venetians used to compete to see who could have the flashiest boat. Eventually, the city government stepped in to end the ego wars and decreed that all gondolas must be black. It's a tradition of quiet elegance that has lasted for centuries. If you look at paintings from the 1700s, especially by Canaletto, you'll notice the gondolas have a mysterious black cabin in the middle called a Felze. It was designed for protection from the weather, but more importantly, for privacy. In a city famous for masks and secret affairs, the Felze allowed you to travel unseen. In the early 20th century, these were removed because tourists wanted a better view of the palaces. If you want to see a historic gondola with a Felze today, you can find them at the Doge's Palace or the Naval History Museum.
To see where the magic happens, you have to find a squero, a traditional boatyard. The most famous is Squero di San Trovaso. A gondola is a high-maintenance piece of art. Because they are in salt water, they come into these dry docks every few months to be cleaned and revarnished. Inside, there are no blueprints. Master builders work from memory and ancient templates. It takes about 280 pieces of wood from 8 different species to build just one boat. It's a process that can take a year and cost as much as a luxury sports car. What if you could ride a gondola for the price of a coffee? It's called the Traghetto. These are communal ferry gondolas used by locals to cross the Grand Canal. At the time of this recording, it cost just €2. You'll find them at stations like Santa Sofia, Santa Ma, or Santa Maria del Giglio. It only lasts a couple of minutes, but it's a great way to get on the water for pocket change. Just remember, locals usually stand up, but you can sit if you're feeling wobbly, and always have your €2 cash ready.
At the end of the day, is a private gondola ride actually worth the price tag? If you're looking for a quick way to get from point A to point B, then probably not. But if you're looking to experience Venice exactly as it was meant to be seen, from the water at a slow and steady pace, then the answer is a resounding yes. Whether you decide to splurge on that iconic 30-minute private tour through the romantic back alleys, or you just want to grab the €2 Traghetto to cross the Grand Canal like a local, being on the water is the only way to truly feel the pulse of this floating city. It's not just a boat ride, it's a connection to centuries of Venetian history, craftsmanship, and tradition.
I hope this guide has taken the stress out of your planning and given you the confidence to hop into a gondola during your next visit. If you found these tips helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to keep making these guides for you. And I want to hear from you in the comments. Are you planning to go for the full private experience, or is the €2 budget hack more your style? Let me know below. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next adventure across the continent. Thanks for watching Exciting Europe, and I will see you in the next one.